Oh,
Hello, Mr. Fasola. A great time.
thank you so much, for joining this session today. It's been an amazing time. I want to say thank you so much for everyone joining this program. So wherever you are, good evening.
Anytime.
Here from Canada, good evening.
Yeah,
Uh, from all over the world, good morning, good
exactly.
afternoon. Wherever you are listening to us, it's really nice to have you here today. Uh, Well, before we go into the sessions today, I just want us to do a quick, housekeeping just for us to understand why we are here. All right. So the first thing I would like to do right now is wherever you are listening to us today, just I want you to please type it on the chat. Are you joining from Facebook? Are you joining from IG? Are you joining from LinkedIn or YouTube?
Mhm.
Wherever you are streaming for, please, I want you to just put it on the chat where you are joining from. And again, I also want to do a little bit of background about myself and why we actually set this event and why we are doing this, right? So my name is Oludare Fasola. I'm going to just give you a quick background about myself and why we actually decided to organize this type of event, right? Oludare Fashola is my name. I moved to Canada in 2017 as an immigrant, and proud to that, I used to be an accountant in Nigeria. So I've been all my life is just debit and credit. But getting to Canada, it's a different ballgame entirely. Canada is going to level everybody. I try to go back to my career, which is accounting. It's kind of very, very tough for me. I couldn't proceed. So I tried some other, things like, doing call center job and, do some sort of certifications in business analysis and project management just just to get something very, good to do to put food on the table. But lo and behold, I couldn't get a job after completing that training until I tried to go into financial services industry, and it's extremely good from the beginning. I have a very good start. I have a very good teams. Prospecting is very easy for me until around 2020, early 2023. I things started changing, started struggling about prospecting and all of that. And I decided that look, there is a better way to run this business, and I actually start looking into attractive marketing. And sincerely, this has been a game changer in my business, and it has really helped me to grow my business. Not only my business, it's actually helped me to coach and train other people, because as of today, I'm not only doing this business full time, but I've also been able to coach and mentor other advisors like me doing this business full time, becoming six figure, and also helping other team member to do the same thing. So the goal here today is to start by exposing you to what you need to know about to stop chasing client and attracting high, not only client but high quality ticket. Because if I say high quality ticket, you understand what high ticket quality means. Not only in insurance business, not only in real estate, because this is not only for insurance agent. We actually put this together for all the professional there, especially those that are in the business of sales. Whether you are a coaching, you are in real estate, you are a mortgage broker, whatever sales that you might find yourself, or you are running a service and your job, your business involve you prospecting, looking for clients. So it is time for you to stop chasing and start attracting. I have with me a very amazing coach, Umoka. He's an experienced and a fantastic, individuals. I met him, couple of like 2 years ago, and it has been an amazing, relationship, a mutual beneficial one, and has really, really helped me to put things together, and for my advisor as well. So I'm going to leave the floor for Umoka to just take us through the presentation. If you have any question, you can just type it on the chat box so that we can actually address your question as we proceed. So the floor is yours, Seno.
Hello, everyone, once again. I mean, Mr. Fashola, you are the prophet himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
You know,
is.
one thing that really, I mean, I enjoy working with you, especially meetings with you, is this mindset of abundance mindset. Like you're this person that if you want something, you know how to go for it. You know how to go for it. And if you're watching this, I want you to type wherever you are. Stop chasing and start attracting. That is just right. Just type it. Stop chasing and start attracting. I actually live by these words about you don't have to. If you have to chase something, it actually means it's not. Did I say it's not yours? I won't say it's not yours, but you have to. Run, we always say this, that success is not something you chase. It's
Yeah,
something you attract based on who you become. So
that's
all this came along with the mindset of how can I make marketing easier? How can I make growth easier for people? That's when this attractive marketing concept came in place. Yeah, I can see that, Bankole. Yeah, stop chasing and start attracting. And this concept cut across every industry if you can only understand the system I'm about to show you today. This system is one system that has consistently filled up people's calendar, that has turned people from a novice to a great salesperson, even without having pre-information on this. I'm about to show you a proven system that help you attract premium insurance clients effortlessly. And this is for insurance agents, but information which I will be sharing today is also useful for, as Mr. Oludare Fashola said, it's useful to both insurance agents if you're in the coaching section, if you're in the real estate industry, mortgage. This is same system that cuts across every single industry. It is just just like the law of attraction, just like the law of cause and effect, right? Most people focus on the effect instead of focusing on the cost. So we are going to treat that today. So without wasting much of our time, please feel free to type in the comment section if you have any question. And also, I would love to know where you're watching from. And please, if you've not typed it, type stop chasing and start attracting. So let's dive into it. So most advisors don't know this.
mm,
One thing is sure, cold calling is
mm,
dead. Referrals alone would get you to seven figure. Now,
mm.
if you're doing the same thing as everyone is doing, you keep getting the same result everyone is getting. I believe, Mr. Fashola, do you have the statistics of about how many people quit in the insurance business between the first 4 years of after licensing?
Yeah, about 90% of insurance agents quit within the first years of the business, according to LIMRA. And it's not because they want to quit, it's
Yeah,
just because they get licensed with a mindset that once they get to the industry, they start making the money, right? They are
yeah,
bringing the mindset of 9 to 5 into the business. So,
into the business.
and one of the very, very important aspect of our business is prospecting. So it's just the lifeblood of our business. If you cannot prospect or you cannot get quality lead, then you should be ready to quit as well. So, and I want to say you have to start, you need to type it again, stop chasing, start
Stop
attracting,
just
so that
exactly.
it won't become another history. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. So Olulade, I can see you from Mississauga. And
yeah.
Samuel, Solomon, yes, stop chasing, start attracting. So this is just one thing that is evident. If you're doing same thing that everyone is doing, you're going to get same result that everyone is doing. So what is that secret? that most people that are top players, I mean top players, seven figures like Mr. Oludare Fashola are doing that most insurance agents are not doing will go in. Meanwhile, I want to tell you something. Become visible instead. Your ID clients are already looking for you. The only problem is that you are not aligned in the same frequency, or you are not positioned as somebody they can come to.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a call of somebody calling you like, hey, I have a product to sell to you. Do you really want? Most often of the time, people get pissed because of like, that's perhaps they don't want it. I already have a Rogers plan, and you're coming to sell me another thing that, oh, because of it's another discount. Or I already have a website and you're telling me, hey, I want to be the website for you. So it will turn me off. But how about if you are thirsty? I always like using this ideology. If you're thirsty and people are asking, hey, come and get some soda, come and get juice. And someone said, get water. The first voice you're going to hear at that state is water because that is your need. So, same way your clients are thirsty for that product, for that services you're ready to offer. So, now instead of becoming someone who wants to chase people, now become the go to advisor. Attract ideal clients like clock works.
Mm.
Someone write that attracts your ID clients. So this is the case. In today's meeting, I'm going to be treating how to attract premium clients consistently by constantly bringing in high value prospects, how to build trust, nurture relationship authentically, how to convert high ticket services, close with confidence. Then also, this is really important, how to book qualified appointments. This is no code calling outreach needed in respect to this. No code calling because you don't want to piss somebody off. You want those your ID client to say, "Hi, I'm interested in your product."
Cool.
Who is ready to? If you're ready, type "I'm ready." All right. So this is one word I live by. If you chase butterflies, they will run away. But if you prepare a garden, you will attract lots of butterflies. So I want to teach you how to prepare that garden today. So most advisors are stuck already because of the market itself is crowded. Too many
Mm.
advisors are saying the same thing. Everybody is saying, come get insurance here, come get insurance here, insurance this. In fact, one problem people have is that some of your ideal clients you're calling already have bad experience from previous advisors or insurance brokers like you. So if you're coming with the same thing, like come get same thing, you'll
Mm.
likely get the same result they are getting. One
Absolutely.
other problem is that there are people are using generic prospecting, like outdated script that no longer connects with people. Normally, most insurance uh, organization already have a script they give to everybody once you get license, right? If you can relate, you can just type I relate. Now, imagine same script is what your predecessors, the one who recruited you, have used. They've given it to you as well as thousands of others. That means that same person you're calling have already listened to the same call you're about to say. And sometimes I don't know if people get used or get tired of eating the same food over and over again. I do. I don't know if anyone else do. But that same thing. That's why most advisors get stuck. So another thing is low online authority, weak personal brand presence. I can tell you that most people are saying that I am shy. I I can't look into the camera, or
Mm.
I'm not social media wise, but yet your ID clients are on social media. In fact, those people who are crushing it and tell you they're 1% in the industry, 98% of them are using online as a leverage. Now, this is the case now. You want millions of people and you're still dealing with one on one. How long will it take you to get to those millions?
Mm.
Other people are also depending on hope. Like this is the most popular. Oh, I have people who's going to refer me. I have people who's going to refer me without any system. Referral, please don't get me wrong. If you can write it there, referral is not a sin, but referral without system is a sin. Referral itself is not a sin, but referral without system is a sin. So imagine if you keep following up with every single person manually. Now, let's go to the next one. I want to introduce to you one great system today, and I call it the magnetic growth system. I have an acronym for it that calls PEEF. PEEF. Position, engage, educate, and flow. If you can type it, position, engage, educate, and flow. I don't want to waste much of our time today so that we are going to have rooms for question. And I also want today's class to be interactive a bit through the comment section and myself. So God himself had taught man right from even from the beginning of the Bible the importance of one single word. That single word or that single thing has been able to ensure that he created something. He created the sun once, he created the tree once, he created man once for man to replicate. He created everything for them to duplicate their own kind. He didn't do it so that, okay, he created a tree and the tree is going to go down and it's going to, oh Lord, I want to grow. No, he created the same thing the tree needs to replicate its own kind within the tree itself. And same apply to all organism and every single thing to what we call animate and inanimate to replicate itself and build its own form. If you believe, you just type I believe in the comment section. So that word is called system. System. Now the top 1% depend on this word system. The top 1% have been able to systemize every single phrase for them to achieve their main goal. Tell me any person that is successful out there that you admire that doesn't have system in place. Just tell me one person. No, because the fact we say that the Lord is omnipotent is omnipresence. If you want to be able to understand things that way, is that you have to see how you can be able to create systems in place that reach out to your prospects, nurture your prospects, convert your prospects, as well as make them retainers. If you want to form a good habit, you saying alone, let me say, I want to lose weight. One, would you agree with me that the thought of saying I want to lose weight alone would not make you lose weight?
Correct.
But you have to put action. Now, action in itself would be singular if you don't create system in place to make the action easy to take. Now, you have to have meal plan. You have to have your order of the time you're going to go to the gym and the time. And if you don't have system in place, you might likely lose some. Now, that does not mean that there is no work required from your end. No, but the system serve as a catalyst to make your dream come true. So, with case study of the insurance niche, I'm going to address the first one, which is the P, position.
Mm.
Now, positioning is really important because nobody buys from you without first the word trust. And most people trust on referral system because referral system comes with trust as a bedrock. If you agree with me, say I agree. So, how many times are you going to get people to naturally refer you? That is, you're depending on that one system. But what if you can get a thousand and millions of people to see you once or see you consistently, and based on your vision, which you've prospected to them, they are able to come to you consistently? And that is where we come like, you need to establish trust and authority online. Before now, what most insurance agents do is they make calls, they sit down in front of their computer, and they try to make call from the morning period.
Hello,
Hello?
yes, go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay, great. Yes, so most of them try to make calls from the morning period to dusk. That is what most people were used to. But the question is, how many people can you reach out to in a day? And yet, your dreams are big, but your system is not enough to push you out there.
Mm,
I don't know if you understand. You have big dreams, but you don't have the right system to get out there, to achieve those dreams. You want to make $1 million in 90 days, 180 days, 3 months, 1 month. But the money is in the hands of people. So you try to, okay, I want to call 150 a day. Trust me, if you can call 150 a day, I bet you can't call 1 million people a day. But with the aid of online and the right system, you can reach out to millions of, not everybody, but your ideal audience. Correct? And you can get them to say, oh, I'm interested in what you have to offer. So the next area is engage. So open daily conversation at scale, like reach out to people by comments, by DM. This is what people are used to. Then the next area is educate, deliver valuable content that build desires. Now, this is where most people miss it. Like, people always keep coming to me, like, I've been posting, but I'm not getting results. In the
mm,
next slide, I'm going to dive deep into this. People say, I've been posting, I'm not getting results. For crying out loud, a lot of people have been selling to in the marketplace, but yet they are not making sales. But some people keep making sales, correct?
correct.
This is just one thing. Most people focus on themselves. It's all about them. Hey, I needed to get insurance agent an insurance. I need to get an insurance. But the question is what the client is saying, of what benefit is this insurance to me?
Correct.
Same word, same phrase. You need some people go as far as to say, oh, if you get an insurance, this is how many terms, or many things like that, that it's not in alignment with what they truly want. And it doesn't change the fact that the worst part is that some people already have a bedrock about what has been wrong. So the only way you can reach out to those people is to educate them on what is in for them. Everybody is selfish. Take it or leave it. You yourself, you're selfish, right? You're selfish. Everybody is. So it takes discipline for you to put the other person's interest at heart. So when you come with the mindset of education, that is when you show you care. That's when they come in. I would dive deep into this, but I don't want to open the cone earlier. So when you come with the mindset of educating them of what is in for them, that is when your journey starts. So the next phrase is automate conversion into discovery calls. Now, every single thing here looks so difficult. Like, It's difficult for you to say you want to position yourself. Difficult for you to say you want to engage with thousands of people. It's difficult for you to say you want to educate people one on one. But there is a way out. There is a way out. So now attract premium clients effortlessly by one, expert positioning, stand out from every average agent. So expert positioning. Now it I won't be able to explain this expert positioning without touching the next area, which has to say clarify your niche. So focus on a specific client type. And the third part is share insights, content that showcases real outcome. Now, this is in alignment with what I said earlier. I want to be in alignment with the time, so I don't. Okay, so now expert positioning. The first one is that you have to choose your niche first. You can't target everybody. If you're selling to everyone, you're selling to no one. And remember, if you type it in the comment section, if you are selling to everyone, you are selling to no one. That is the case. And when we're talking about premium products, one characteristics of premium products is specific, like being specific. You have your target audience and you're able to service your target audience. Let's say, and this question starts with expert positioning, you have to ask, who do you consider premium clients? Who do you consider premium client? Like, who are your premium clients? That's one thing. First, you need to ask yourself this question. Write it down. If you have a sticky note, you write down. Number one, who are your premium clients? Because if you, as I said, if you target everybody, you're selling to nobody. You have just 24 hours in a day. One. No matter how you can't add one more hour or even 1 second to it. So you have 24 hours. You have to direct one thing, your T. I prefer it like TEA. That's really important to me. Your time, your energy, and your attention. So if you say today like you want to target what they call the real estate industry, no matter the industry, like if you say you want to target as many as you can, you are not speaking to anyone individually. Now imagine if I say I'm in the insurance industry and I said, okay, my target audience are medical professionals. Being an expert in that niche will make me dive deep into number one, what problem can I solve for medical professionals with my product? You understand? Of what benefit can my product be to this niche? That's way, if you are able to address that, that's where your journey to be an expert, or to position yourself as an expert begin. Now, remember, I'm still in the middle. Now, going to the third part of sharing insights, that's content that showcases real outcomes. Now, I will use another case study. If your target audience are retirement person, like people who are of age or planning to retire early, do you know now that you've already positioned? I always put 4 quadrants to everyone I'm working with. If you come to me and say, okay, I want to get more clients in this niche, I'll tell you, okay, just write it down, and anybody can write it down. You can take an assignment. Number one, once you've declared your target audience, if you can do this properly, I guarantee you have solved 90% of number one, your content creation journey, which is necessary for you to be consistent online, and your number two, your client attraction journey. Number three, your conversion journey. And I will explain. Number one, your what you need for the 4 pillars, and among those four is one, you need to know the problem of your target audience. After you know the problem of your target audience, you need to understand the solution. One, you can provide to them. Number three, you need to know the fears of your target audience. After that, you can now know their desires. Now, when you want to write this, I want you to put it in a four quadrants or in a row, like your target audience, like target audience one, target audience two, target audience three. Three, then you put it then what are their fears, what are their desires, what are their problem, and what are the possible solution I can provide to them. Now, if you have this, I want to tell you that if you want to use AI or any chat GPT, I tell you, you can use this and you can brainstorm with this as well. So if you know their problem, let's say for instance, picking one audience, somebody should type one premium client. Just type it in the comment section. Type a premium client in the comment section, and I would show you how we can do that. Okay. Um Meanwhile, okay, somebody just came in. Okay, medical doctors, nice. So medical doctors, I want to tell you, if you can answer this question now. So for medical doctors, I want you to write it down because this is, I know we won't be able to do it as a full-time workshop. This is more like a master class. But I want you to go on with this because if you're not going on with anything we're discussing tonight, I want you to hold these four pillars at heart. I want you to hold it at heart. Now, if we are choosing medical professionals, somebody say travel nurses, nice, good. So now, whatever target audience you're having, write it. If you have a sheet of paper, you have your notepad. Now write it now. Write out 5 fears that your target audience are facing, and write out 5 desires. Oh, stay at home moms. Yes, same thing. And yes, IT professionals. Exactly. So just write them out and feel free to have multiple arrays, like because you have to you have to know which one your strengths can carry so that you don't have to like just dwell on one. You can have an array. But I want you to be specific that these are who you refer to as your premium client. The reason why I want to focus on premium clients is so that you can direct your time, your energy, and attention to those people. Now, so if you can know their fears, if you can know their desires, 5 desires, what are the 5 things you feel they desire? Then, what are the 5 problems that are common among these people? And what are the 5 solutions I have towards those problems? Now, I want you to understand that for you to become a someone that attracts high tickets, you need to be someone who solve high ticket problem. And you can't solve a high ticket problem without knowing what are the problems of these high ticket clients. Correct? I don't know if I'm ready to just say I relate. You can't attract high ticket clients without knowing the problem of high ticket clients because the high ticket client are coming to you for you to solve their problem. So once you are so I will pick medical professionals for instance. This is a free bonus. Medical professionals, number one, if I go dive deep into their desires, some of them they want to retire early. One,
Mm,
they want to retire early. The second part is that most of them they want to cut down on taxes. They they
correct.
they are they're earning more and they want to cut down on taxes. Sorry, if I'm on point, please just type it. I'm on point. And I'm just trying to be. I'm not writing it from anywhere. I just want to like from the problem part of things. So another thing again, most people I have this problem most of the time. People confuse problem for fears. Fears and problem are two different things. They sound alike, but I want to tell you how to differentiate so that when you're writing it down, you can break it down yourself. Like fears are things that are more like objections to them. They might not necessarily be problem, and I will differentiate this. Now, fears for medical professionals could be to be given wrong advice or to be cajoled or to be duped. That is fear. That is not a problem. It's not a problem there. It's a problem you two need to solve for sure, right? But it's not. Those are fears. So, but when you talk about problem, is something that keep them up late at night. And take this as a bonus point. The bigger the problem that you can solve, the bigger the chances you can convert them.
Mm.
The bigger the problem you can solve, like how you can know that it's big is most times it keep them up late at night. Do you know how painful that most professionals, not directly medical doctors, that at the end of the month or at the end of doing taxes and they see how much that they're supposed to give to the government as taxes.
You're on point.
So imagine if you can solve something like that.
Mm.
Now, do you know the fear that most medical professionals want to retire, but they are not sure they can't because they have no system in place that will fuel their expensive lifestyle, which they've already developed already after they leave. If you have the parent, if you have the solution to that, please type I have the solution. So let's move on to that there. So I don't know if I've mentioned, I said the problem, you need to write 5 problem, 5 solution, 5 fears, and 5 desires of your target audience. If you can write that out, then we'll move. Exactly. I have the solution. I like that. So let's go now. What you need to do, right, after you can write that down, it will help you build real stories and give them relevant advice. You cannot see why I did not talk about the slide until I talk about those 4 phrases. So if you know the problem your target audience or your premium clients are having, you can now you can now get real stories. You can get relevant advice. I think Mr. Fashola was telling me of one of his case study of once that he can't really imagine that he paid so much in taxes, right?
It's
So now imagine you use that, and do you know if you're talking to somebody in respect to that, they already have this sense in psychology, they call it unity. When somebody understand how you feel and can relate to that, it shows the sense of empathy, right? And this is one thing that humans naturally crave for unconsciously. This they want to feel heard. And one characteristics to close premium clients is them being on they feel the feeling of being understood. If you've really related to that, I believe some people have been working with premium clients. One characteristics, because they buy based on emotions. That is one thing, and status. That is one characteristic of premium client, of ITK client. So if you understand those 4 pillars, it will help you build real stories and as well as give relevant advice. So you can't give advice to stop to something that you don't understand. You understand? It's just like you going to there is one phrase I keep telling medical insurance agents or brokers that I meet. I said, I want you to not see yourself as an insurance broker. I want you to see yourself as an advisor for real. Most people don't
mm.
understand why if you omit it, you are an insurance advisor. That is who you are. So if you are an advisor, it means you have the right solution based on your pure and large understanding of the problem.
Correct.
So now, if you can go to the second part, I said build content bridge. Now, this is it. You need to be able to educate. You have to be an authority, which actually build trust. So if you look at it, it starts with the first one. What is the first phrase I'm talking about there? Education. 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 Then authority. Then the next one is trust. That is the end result. People
Mm.
buy from you because of trust, most times. Trust. Especially
Correct.
premium clients. Premium clients will buy from you without that's one key there, trust. Because they are investing not just their time alone, but add end money. So they want to be sure that you know what you're doing, you have the right solution. And you can't make them feel that way if they don't feel understood. So the next part is create follow-up sequences. I have a 3-part system for every new leads. Mr. Bachelor, we understand this properly. Every
Absolutely.
single, yep, there's a three-step system for every new leads that come in place. And when I'm talking about lead, I know most people have been sold that, hey, we're going to give you leads, and or you pay nothing, for instance. And most people have been duped. They've been, instead of they giving leads, they just heard that, oh, we were giving. I fell for it too as well. That was why I got into solving this, got deep into solving problems like this. So now I want you to understand, for leads there are two type of leads. We have inbound leads and we have outbound leads. What most insurance do is outbound leads. Like outbound leads, you reaching out to clients is like you ripping their attention. Like you trying to just, hey, uh hello, have you heard from me before? I have an offer for you. That is you trying to force their attention. But inbound leads come to you, and anybody who knows me know that I'm always of that inbound leads, because they are easy to follow. A leads meet up with you or came in, and you can follow up to know, oh, I noticed you are interested in X. You understand? You already know what they are interested in. So follow up is quite easier using that system. So the next area is convert high ticket deal with confidence. That is what the system helps you to do. This PIF system, it helps you convert with confidence, because now you know their problem, which help you shift from pitching to solving. Are you with me? So one thing I want you to go home with, I want you to focus on the life goal, on the desires of your target audience, and not the products. You understand? You need to do, if you understand their desires, giving them the product is not the problem. You are providing the solution, and the product is just a aid, a vehicle to achieve that. That way it
Absolutely.
is easier. So the next one is use consultative framework. What most people do is sales framework. You understand? Hey, have you heard of time life insurance? Give me one insurance.
Yeah, term insurance.
Yeah, yeah. Have you heard of time insurance? Hey, then the person, oh no, then you start explaining, you start explaining. But what if you come up with the problem? What is term insurance for? That's the first question. Let's start with that. What is it for?
Ah, term insurance is basically for, it's just for number of years,
Of
and
years?
if
Okay.
something happens to the insured, the benefit paid out to the beneficiary. So it's
Okay.
more like, you put up an insurance in case life happen.
Okay.
Okay, the benefit paid out to the beneficiary, and it's
All
for its
right.
numbers of year. It's usually
Okay.
used to cover known needs, like maybe you have a mortgage,
Okay.
uh, you have a debt, temporary
Yeah.
needs, that kind of a thing. So you have you at least the years, and so they actually put it, and it's kind
On
of
there.
cheap,
It's
you know.
cheap. Okay, great. So now that is, you can see how long you might want to take time to explain that kind of thing. That is me now asking, oh, what's time insurance? I'm asking, okay, what's time insurance? Now I want to ask you one simple thing, and this will change everything. Of what benefits does, which niche would need term insurance? Does medical professionals need term insurance?
Everybody
Everybody
needs,
need. Good.
uh,
So of what benefits, what is one big problem that term insurance is going to solve for medical professionals? And please, the comment section is free. Please, you can type there if you have. So, Mr. Bachelor,
yep. Mortgage.
mortgage. So, mortgage. So, the term insurance can help them pay up their mortgage or something.
Sure.
Good. So, how about you come up with some with the fact that, oh, um, can it, does it aid them for them to pay up your mortgage faster, right, or something like that?
No, it can't
What
aid
does
them to help them to pay their mortgage faster, except we devise another strategy using a cash value life
a cash
insurance.
value life insurance? Okay, so let's say for cash value life insurance, if
Okay.
you, so the thing is that you actually look at for one big problem that they are facing, then
Mhm.
look out for the best solution. So instead of you saying they should come and get cash value life insurance, now you can be like, are you a medical professional? It's like, do you know you can pay up your mortgage faster?
Correct.
Are you seeing now that I'm talking about their problem? Most people are already saying, hey, what do you mean by paying my mortgage faster? I have 25 years or maybe 8 years left. And you're saying, yes, I can help you pay your mortgage. Now, are you seeing now you're not coming with the product in mind? You're coming with the solution. And that is, if you can go with this framework, like first of all, reports, reality check, vision, value, close. What most people do at first is coming with the last part, closing, and without any foundation. So if you have rapport is people do business with people who they consider as friends. That is why referral, which most insurance trusts, puts most trust in or rely on the most, they work with that because already somebody has already created the foundation with their friends and referring them to you. So if you can create this rapport, which we do in our three-stage proven system, automatically and automatedly, then you move in with reality check, then you move in with vision. The vision is actually you making them to see their desires. Then you provide the value upfront. That is when we are talking about what it can do, right? Then you close. The next area is pre-frame objection. So address concerns before they arise. Before jumping into this, pre-frame objection is useful during the appointment setting. During the appointments, like if you can think about every possible objection, okay, most experienced caller or most experienced person like Mr. Fashola can tell you upfront. I know for sure. Like he can tell you upfront what are the most objection people always hits on you when you tell them about insurance or when you're on a closing call with them. What is the most objection with your premium clients?
Yeah, most times what they will actually, you know, ask is what is the need for them.
Exactly. What was in it? So if you can keep that in mind already, then you started from there. So now the next area is fill your calendar with qualified appointments. Now you need an automated booking system a calendar that fills up while you sleep. Then you
Mm,
need a pre-qualification system that has to do with the income goals and readiness question. This is a survey. You need an authority page that showcases your expertise and credibility. When I'm talking about page, I'm talking about your social media handles. And it's, I said, that showcases your expertise and credibility. I'm not saying that sell. If you showcase your expertise and credibility, people will come with questions like, okay, how can I do it? But when you have, even in social media management, we have these three pillars. We have education, we have information, we have the information. The information part is the part we stay the most because you have to, if you keep selling, which is the third part, which is promotion. If you keep using promotion, you're going to tune people off. So every successful social media account work with these three frame. Then the next one is automated outreach system, LinkedIn, email, DMs with filters. I have the strategies and the system already that automatically reach out to people, your target audience on LinkedIn, without even following up with your existing audience on LinkedIn. So the world has really changed from you going through things manually. As I said, you can't, how you have just 24 hours in a day. So imagine if you keep doing all this yourself, like you alone, you're trying to book meetings, you alone, you're trying to pre-qualify, you alone, you're trying to build content, you alone, you're trying to automate those things. That is why you have the system. Like even the body, we have several systems, right? We have the nervous system, we have the digestive system. All of them all work towards together to achieve the goal. So the next step I would go on with is you implementing the PIF system. If you're an insurance um, broker, insurance advisor, you need to start today with positioning yourself. You need to position yourself as an expert. And positioning yourself as an expert actually starts with you understanding the problem, the fear, the desires, and the solution your target audience, which are your premium clients, need. Then the number two is that you need a content a content plan for your social media. So your content plan has to do with provide weekly value and also is delivered on schedule. So what is considered of value, because when there is a transaction, it is exchange of money for value. And when it comes to high ticket clients, it is actually means that you're providing of high value to really attract them. So now the value is all based on those four elements I tell you. As I told you that if you can put those things in place, I trust you, you've solved, believe me, you've solved this number two. Because if you put this, even ChatGPT will even be glad. Let's say you're lazy, ChatGPT will be glad you have you've done those research already. So
Mm.
if you can have those things to help you create your 30 days, I always prefer people start with 30 days. And to make this really nice, if you have one thing, which is what I called a lead magnet, the lead magnet is one thing that goes before you. You are providing this of value because you can't reach out to many people, but your lead magnet can reach out to many people, and all your values are in there. So use lead magnet could be in either of these three formats and others. Number one is as ebook. Number two is as a webinar or a recorded video. Number three is as a post on social media. So anywhere around you can do that. Then others could include newsletters and many more. But the most predominant one is ebook, recorded video, and post. So that is just for that. And just in case we missed the PIFs system, I would go back to put that so we can have a screenshot before we move into the conversation. So you need to position yourself. You need to engage, system to engage. You need a system to educate by delivering valuable content that build desires. And this valuable content can be given as a lead magnet. I call them lead magnet as the word prescribed, like it attracts your ideal client. So let's say I have my target audience are medical professionals. I will need to make my research on the desires, the problem, the fear and the solutions of those people and create a content for them, a digital content, and send it to them.
Mm.
I'll get it for them to download either as an ad system or anywhere around a DM, because people would respect you the most when you give them something. Like it is a law of it's a law of nature. People reciprocate, right? If you do good, they want to do good in return. That
Correct.
is just one thing. So the next area is flow. So everything, the position, the engage, the educate will not be okay if you don't automate things. If we don't automate things, as I used like with my illustration earlier, everything in nature are automated. Like your body itself is automated. You don't have to, when you eat, you don't force it down. Don't tell it, okay, you know what? Let me push it down to my stomach. You understand? It knows that's because it's a system, and that is one system that have been able to create consistent results. So meanwhile, this is just all for today. I hope with this few points of mine I've been able to explain more. And just in case you need any guidance, then we can move on to a strategy call for that. Then we're good from there.
Awesome. Wow. 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 Thank you so, so much, for this amazing and a
My
powerful presentations that you've put together.
my pleasure, sir.
I forgot to say at the beginning of the presentation, the session, that please share this information to friends, people that you know that are struggling in the business. Because I'm going to tell you for real that insurance business is crazy, especially if you don't have quality leads. I've been there. I know what it is and know how it is frustrating when you are trying to make calls, people are banging phone on you, trying to run after people, and you don't get leads. So thank you so much. So just going forward, we'll be having this session every Friday like this, between 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Please try as much as possible to invite friends, families, advisors. If you have team members that are struggling in the business, to join.
Mm.
Again, for you to get updates, you also need to follow us on, follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram Live, so that you know the time, because most of the event will be live, so that you know when it's coming up. But before we go, I just have few questions here for you,
All
and
right.
I'm just start from just one or two questions just for our audience to know, right?
No
So, can
worries.
you explain referral in the context of attractive marketing? Because you're talking about referral, referral. Are you talking about somebody referring an advisor or a client, or you are talking from the angle of using system referral?
Okay. All right. So I love a wonderful question. And then just in case anybody have other question, please feel free to type in the comment section. And if we are within the time frame, we will try to answer that. Okay. So to explain referral in the context of attractive marketing. Okay. So referral, when we talk about attractive marketing, let's start with that. Is clients, you building system in place that clients come to you
Cool.
and not you to them. Now, referral system is a segment in attractive marketing, not the entire part, whereby clients come to you based on the fact that either you already have a content out there, right? That's they came to you through that part, or human, which you have done as in a good job for, or knows what you're doing, refer them to you. So referral is a segment in attractive marketing, and which is important because it is one law of retention. If you keep going after every single client, or if you keep looking out for new clients coming to you, I will tell you, you are not in business.
Cool.
The success of a business is directly proportional to how much clients keep coming and how much those existing clients can refer other clients to come.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Another question I have here for you is, um 1 second. Okay. How can I define my niche as an insurance broker stroke entrepreneur?
Okay, nice. I believe during the contest, I think I went really further during the presentation. Okay, so I will not overemphasize this. I cannot overemphasize this either. Uh, there is importance, more important for you to understand your target audience. So niching down is directly proportional to you knowing who are your target audience. So one, then when you are able to define your target audience or array of target audience, when I mean array of target audience, that you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 people you can reach out to. So I believe when I said who are your target audience, some people said IT professionals, some people say travel nurse, some people say medical professionals, some people say medical doctors. Now those are your target audience, right? So that is one. So for you to niche down, you won't be able to provide value to them because they would only reach out to you when you have value. Mr. Fashola, your clients work with you because of the value you possess. And
Absolutely.
this value is wrapped in you being able to provide solution to their problem. So
Cool.
that's why I would say if you have these four pillars, write it down. Know, first of all, outline your target audience. Second, you write out their pain, their desires, their fears, and list the solution you can use to address those three things. Then you're
Cool.
in game.
Wow. I must once again say thank you so much for this
My
amazing
pleasure, sir.
presentation. We really, really want to appreciate you. So we just want to make sure that we align with the time. We don't want to go more than an hour. So if you have any question or you want to reach out to me, or or you want to scale your uh insurance, life insurance business, or any form of marketing, if you are in like in the business of selling, you are prospecting, you are doing all form of selling, definitely you need to stop chasing and start attracting. You can
Yes.
reach us, or you link up with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or any form of social media, so that we can actually give you our insight. So once again, I want to thank everyone for joining tonight. If you have any question, we may not be able to accommodate all the questions here,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
but
and for me, just in case they have any question, you can actually just scan the code on this, because I believe we'll not be able to answer most of them. You can scan the
yeah.
code here. If you can, you can scan the code to actually I will address the question. That's for free, not no charges fees. Just let me know if you have any question, and I will book clarity. And I forgot to say this. Like, success is not something you chase; it is something you attract based on who you become. I think I forgot this, sir.
All right. Okay, so thank you everyone tonight, and see you next week for another amazing session. So good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.